Hey guys, welcome back. This is Vengat. So after a long time, right? So I have covered some Spring AI videos long back. So I'm going to continue wherever I left it. And so upcoming, I will cover many Spring AI related and AI related stuffs. Okay. So in this video, we're going to see what is the difference between chat model and chat client, because till now we have seen how to create a chat model and how to integrate with the OpenAI, Hugging Face models. All those things we have seen, right? But there are two things in the Spring AI, because when you go for the real time, when you're connecting with any LLM or any models, obviously you will encounter two things. One is chat model API and chat client API. Okay, so we need to understand like what is the difference and when to use what and how to use it and what exactly this feature is offering. So that all those things I will cover in this video. So let's get started. So I have already opened the Spring AI documentation for chat client API. Okay, and there are two things, right? One is chat model and chat client. So till now we have seen chat model as well. So let me go to our source code. So what I did, I created one package called basics, and I created the topic number is 9 and chat model versus chat client API. I created one class which is nothing but it's a controller, and here I created two endpoints. One is for chat model, and I'm not returning anything, and I'm requesting, I mean accepting as a request param as a prompt. This is a variable I'm going to pass it in the URL, and there is one more endpoint called chat client API. Okay, so I'm not returning anything, just a return null. Okay, so what I'm going to do, now I'm going to use the chat model. Okay, so first I need to tell you like what is chat model and chat client API. So you can imagine like chat model is like each model, like for example, not each model, like each vendors like OpenAI or Hugging Face or Google, any vendor, they have their own set of implementation of calling that their own LLM APIs, right? So for that we have different set of implementations. I will show you in the documentation first. Let me go here. If you click on the models, you can see chat models, and you will see a lot of chats. Anthropic we had, Azure, OpenAI, Hugging Face. Okay, let me open. Where is OpenAI? Okay, let me open this OpenAI. See, now you can see if you want to call this OpenAI, then you have certain parameters. These are the options basically. Here you can see OpenAI chat model. So you can see, right, this is OpenAI chat model. So each vendor have their own implementation. So if I go to some other model, maybe for example we can take Hugging Face. Hugging Face also had their own chat model, you know, chat model class. See, this is what I was talking about. So Hugging Face have their own Hugging Face chat model. Likewise, all the vendors have their own chat model functionality or implementation, right? This is like a low level if you ask me. Okay, because if I go to this particular class and I can see the functionality, it is directly connecting to the actual their model, like how model or APIs, what parameter it has to pass, all those things are be structured here in this model. So what about this chat client API? So chat client API is nothing but it's a wrapper. It's a high level API if you ask me. Okay, maybe this chat model have OpenAI. Then what else is there? Hugging Face. Then maybe Google. Just giving a name. Okay. So now we have seen this is the low level APIs, correct? Hugging Face, OpenAI, each vendor they have their own set of implementations. So these are all the chat models. So in the top we have the chat client API. Chat client API. So this is like a high level, I said, right? So this is a high level API and it's a wrapper. So what you call, if you start to use this chat client API, it will internally try to map this one of this chat model and try to execute it. Okay, that's all about. So now if you see when to use this, because you have multiple models, okay, but you want to route it to one particular model, or you might be already having only one model in the pom.xml like OpenAI or something. So what will happen, respective scenarios, we can use that model or you can pass that model to the chat client, then we can route it. So underlying the logic won't change if you start to use the chat client, right? Underlying you can tomorrow if you want to change instead of OpenAI to Hugging Face, what will happen? You have to just change that bean name or bean, whatever bean you are supplying. Bean is nothing but an object, right? Whatever you been supplying to that chat client API will get changed. Rest everything going to be same. Correct. So that's the thing. So it's a high level API and low level API. It's a wrapper. Okay, this chat client API is nothing but a wrapper of this chat model. Okay, so now let's go to the application. So this is what the class I have created, and now we'll start with the chat model. So as I mentioned, I'm going to start with the OpenAI chat model only. You can try with anything. So I'm going to show you how we can able to connect with the OpenAI. So before that, I just want to show you what are the parameters I have added and what are the configurations and properties I have added already in the application. So here you can see we have Olama and OpenAI and Hugging Face. Currently, we are going to deal with only OpenAI. So OpenAI already I'm getting the API key from the environment variable. So let me show you quickly where I'm passing this. This is the environment variable I'm passing here, and once I pass, this will get substituted at the runtime. And model is GPT-4o mini I'm using, so I don't want to change it. We can change any model, it's an old model, but still we can hit this model, and maximum token is 200 I'm setting. Okay, so now let me go back to the pom.xml. Pom.xml, you can see along with the OpenAI we have Olama and we have Hugging Face. Okay, and I will walk you through like is there any issue happened, why it is happening, and how to resolve it. All those things I will explain. Okay, so now start with the chat model. So simply what I can do, I can create a OpenAI chat model. See, now OpenAI chat model is coming. OpenAI chat model. So now I need to create a bean for this. So for that I'm creating one constructor. Yeah, so I'm passing this OpenAI chat model. Okay, so now I'm passing this dot OpenAI chat model to OpenAI chat model. That's it. Okay, now so basically I'm doing the constructor injection. Okay, so I declared this model variables, and I need to supply this bean. So runtime Spring will start to supply this bean once you found this bean for this particular model. Okay, so now I'm going to do, I'm going to use this model name OpenAI chat model dot. So call is the method I'm going to use it. So if you go to the call, you can see there are multiple methods, right? One is accepting messages, one is accepting string message, one is accepting prompt. So we'll simply go with the string only. So whatever the prompt I'm getting as a string, I'll simply pass it here. Okay, so that's it. So let me run this. It's running. Okay, so started. So what I did, I created a postman also. Postman with request, both the requests I have created. So now you can see under basics, you can see two requests I have created, which is a get method, and the chat model are just passing hi. Okay, let me hit this. Let's see whether I'm getting a response or not. Yeah. So now I'm getting the response. So what is happening? Let me go here. So this chat model is the actual implementation of the OpenAI. If I want to connect with the Hugging Face, I need to use the Hugging Face chat model, that particular class, right? Implementation classes. Now what is happening whenever I hit this endpoint? So this bean is applied with the Spring. Once I get the bean, then it will try to call this OpenAI chat model. So this call method, what it will do, it will try to invoke that OpenAI related stuffs, right? So let me go inside and show you what is happening inside this particular. So now you can see under there is a call. Let me go to call, and you can see when I click on this option, this is a chat model interface basically. If I click on this implementation, right, you can see there are three implementations coming. Why three? Because in the pom.xml we had only three dependencies, right? One is Olama, Hugging Face, and OpenAI. That's why three models coming. If I add more, Google, all those things, if I add Azure or something, then you will see multiple implementations. Okay, now if I go to the OpenAI chat model, this is the whole source code. Okay, how to connect, what is a retry model, all those things will be specific for this OpenAI. So this logic only get invoked here actually, then we are getting the response. Okay, maybe in separate video I can walk you through this entire code, how it is calling and what are all feature they have implemented in this. We can able to override also. If you have custom endpoints, we can able to override this. Okay, that I will show in the separate video. But now you got the gist about like how to use this chat model. Okay, next we will get into the chat model client API. Okay, it's a chat client API basically. Chat client API, as I mentioned, like it's going to be a wrapper. It's going to be a wrapper on top of this chat model, right? If I use this, I need not to worry about what chat model I am using underlying. So directly it should use it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, same. I'll add. Let me stop this application. I'll try to declare this object chat client. Okay, now I'm creating chat client. Okay, cool. So I need to supply this bean, right? Okay, so immediately what we will do, we will go here, chat client. Sorry, we can keep it name chat client. You can give any name, just I'm giving for naming convention, I'm just giving the same name. Chat client equal to chat client. Okay, cool. So now it's ready. What we will do, copy, paste it here. Prompt, we are passing the string prompt messages. Once I passed it, click on call, then I'm put content. So this is how you have to call this chat client call method, and you can get the content information. So it will return as a string, but it will return as a some set of objects. We can explore it later, but now you can see. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so you guys might think like it should work because we are supplying everything. We don't have any issue in the code. Is there any compilation issue? Nothing. Everything is perfect. Then what is the issue here? So you can clearly see parameter one of the constructor, this required type chat client could not be found. Which means what you're trying to say, this chat client object it can't able to find. So did we added everything or did we miss in the pom.xml? We didn't miss anything in the pom.xml. What you're trying to say, if the bean is present in the string context, application context, it can able to fetch that bean and supply it to here, correct? This chat client object, but it can't able to fetch it because there is no bean at all. So that means if I go inside the chat client, you can see it's an interface. So do we have the object for any interface? No, we don't have any object for interface. So it can't able to create the bean for this. First of all, there is no bean for this, right? So then how to create this? So to create this particular chat client, there is one option called builder. Okay. If I put a dot, you can see there is an option called builder. See, builder is there. So now what I'm going to do, I'll keep it a name like builder. Okay. Then chat client builder dot build. If I do this, then only you will get an bean. Okay. So now let me run this. Let's see will it work or not. Okay. Okay. Again one more issue is coming. What is the issue? Okay. So here also there is no issue. It's everything clear. As I said, if you use the builder, you can able to create the chat client objects. But still, what is the issue here? Now it is saying it is looking for one bean. Okay. But three were found. So what is the issue? We can see in the pom.xml, right? So we have added OpenAI, Olama, and Hugging Face. So which means we have 3 chat model. So we need to mention explicitly to the Spring, okay, but take one of the model because Spring can't go and take any model, okay, randomly. It's not possible. That is not the way it should work. Okay, ideally we need to tell or we should keep only one model, right? If to make it work, maybe you can comment this and keep only OpenAI, then you can make it work. Or else most of the scenario it's not going to be that because we can use multiple models also, right? So in that case I don't want to comment it. So but what it is actually looking for, I need to take one of the model. Please mention the model. I'll give only that particular model. Okay, chat model, basically chat model bean. So what to resolve this issue, what we can do, simply we can go here. So we need to create this chat client, right? Now simply I'm going to remove this. Okay, because if I start to use this, it obviously I need to supply one of the model bean, but I can't able to supply. So simply I will remove this. So I'm going to create a chat client API. So here you can see there is one method called builder. That builder method is going to be a builder pattern only. So builder method, I'm passing the which model I'm going to use it. So I already have this OpenAI chat model object, right? I'm going to pass this model. I'm just creating build. So now I'm creating the chat model, chat client API, that object. Then I'm assign it here. So now let me try to run it. Okay, now it's got started. Let's test it once. Maybe I can ask who are you. So now it is endpoint. You can see chat client -API. Let me run it. Okay, it's giving some response, right? So this is all about this chat model and chat client. So one line, if you ask me, chat client is nothing but it's a high level API. internally it will use some of the models, OpenAI model or OpenAI Hugging Face chat model or Google, any of the specific vendor chat model it will try to use, because that their only implementation will be there, right? So chat model is nothing but it's a low level API. It's an actual implementation which will try to connect to that particular model and constructing this payload, request payload, response payload, all those things it will done through that implementation only. So it's going to be high level, it's going to be low level. So it's nothing but the client API. Chat client going to be the wrapper of this chat model. Okay, this is all about, and now we are just seeing the straightforward one. Maybe we can create some beans, all those things we can do. Maybe going forward I can show you how to create a beans of each different models, and we can use it directly by using the qualified names. I hope you guys like this video. So if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. I'll try to address, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye bye.